Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the StoneX Stadium as Premiership Rugby Under-18s comes nearly to a close. Not quite, but these youngsters have put together quite the campaign. A couple of games to go, and then we'll find out which ones are going to stay on into the senior academy and which are going to make their way elsewhere. This, of course, one of the great rivalries in rugby. Doesn't matter if it's under-18s, under-16, senior rugby, men's, women's, or even tiddlywinks. Everyone can get up for a Saracens versus Harlequins game, and this one, well, it's going to be played in fantastic conditions. These two teams actually met yesterday in Premiership Women's Rugby. Saracens got the bragging rights, but it was a great game. Two teams picking up try bonuses. It was 29-24, and hopefully, from the neutral perspective, we get something similar today. It is glorious sunshine. It's a little bit chilly. We've got a good splattering of supporters in the stand just below me. And before we take a look at the teams that are going to take the field today, let's have a chat to one of the coaches. Jared Mullen is just about the busiest man at Harlequins at the moment. He is coaching the first team attack with Nick Evans away in Japan. He's coaching the London Scottish pathway, and he's coaching this group of under-18s as well. This is what he had to say about the academy season so far. Coming towards the end of another busy academy season, so let's reflect. Results aside, how pleased are you with this Harlequins under-18s group?
Yeah, I'd say it's mixed emotions really. I think we've, to be honest, probably a bit disappointed with some of our performances, especially last week. However, no, it's about the bigger picture and the development of these lads, and some lads really putting their hand up in the pursuit of professional contracts. But yeah, hoping for a better showing today against a strong Saracens team. With that in mind, because there are a lot of these players who have an eye on professional rugby, when it comes to this time of the season and the contracts will be announced, do you notice a difference in behaviour with the players? Yeah, no, I think for sure. They know it's a critical time. They're all very hungry, but it's about keeping them balanced, just making sure they're focused on each session and each game, and just controlling their own performances really.
Knowing that some of these lads are going to go on to achieve incredible things in the sport, and some might look at the sport very differently after the academy experience, what are the main objectives from a coaching perspective with this kind of group?
Yeah, look, my job is to make each player the best they can be, for sure. Be that they move into professional rugby, fantastic. If it's the university game or the club game, that's also great. So you're keeping guys in the game. But my job is very simple: make the lads as good as they can be on their journeys.
What about today then? Because it is Quins versus Saracens. It is at a great stadium in the StoneX, and this is an experience that is going to sit with these boys for a long, long time. How much do you and the rest of the group look forward to days like this?
Yeah, it's massive. Look how lucky are the lads and us to come to a place like this against Saracens. It's a derby. The women were here yesterday as well. There's the same two teams, so it's a special day. The weather's holding up, so hopefully you'll see two teams throwing the ball about, giving it a good crack, and should be a good watch.
Is that the plan then, whether it's Quins Academy, women, men's first team, always playing the Quins way?
Yeah, look, we stay true to that Quins brand for sure. Sometimes you might need to adapt to the conditions, but it's okay today, and look, we're encouraging the lads to go out there, move the ball and give it a good crack.
Love it, looking forward to it, thank you.
Cheers, thank you guys.
Always a pleasure to hear from Jared Mullen, of course, the head coach when Harlequins women lifted that Premiership trophy back in 2021, now at the helm of this academy group. So we're just counting down to kick off then, scheduled 5 or 6 minutes time. So let's take a look at the teams today. 22 in the squad for Saracens. In fact, both teams form not been great, both coming in off the back of a defeat. The front row, Josh Twigg, Lewis Young and Finn Bloomer. Charlie Barker in the second row. He's just been called up into the England under-18s team. He is with Tayo Edigmadile. And then the back row is Zach Johnson, Charlie West and Gabriel Knott. The back line, we have got Stuart Harris at 9 and Nagel at 10. Then in the back three, we've got Charlie Griffin at 11, Jack Bracken at 14 on the right wing, Finn Newton, and then the co-captain Angus Hall is the inside centre with Fraser Rawlins outside him. On the bench, couple of number changes there because apparently the number 20 jersey too big for everyone. So Frank Kitchen at 16, Rowan Burke at 17 and Amen Ogusanya at 18. And then Finn White at 19, Alfie Marks 21, Rafa Verona Blackstad 22 and Leo Elder at number 23, all of whom will feature in the game today. As for Harlequins, some changes from the home game against Bristol Bears. And Jamie Miller, Jimmy Staples and Ollie Streeter in the front row. The front row, of course, have done particularly well this season. Jack O'Kelly and Nathan Ventham are in the engine room, with Milo Rayner Parkin, Ashton Graham and Tate Williams at 6, 7 and 8. Unchanged at halfbacks, with Sam Lyne, the Battersea Iron side, alongside Felix Bateman Champagne, and then Zuko Robb on the left wing, Elliot Southworth on the right wing. Ben Webb wears 15 today, and the centre partnership, Ed Tussler and Morgan Purnell. Again, in terms of the game changers, I'll keep you abreast of these numbers, but there have been some changes. Connor Van Leal will wear 17, Jalen Ryan Coker 19, Adam Beanie 20, then 21 will be Tom Maslin, Rory Minton wears 22, and Isaac Manuel wears number 23. So 1 o'clock kickoff here at the StoneX. Harlequins have travelled north in the glorious sunshine for the time of year. Goodness me, it's February, and there are people in short sleeves. I mean, they're absolute maniacs. It is a lot cooler than that. And of course, as I cast my eye across the stands here, there's the various combination of beanie hats and scarves, couple of dry robes. So I don't know, maybe they must have been having a little sea dip this morning before making their way to the StoneX Stadium. But great to see so many people coming out early on a Sunday. Great rugby weekend, of course. So much going on, not just around the country, but around the continent, with Premiership Women's Rugby Under-20 Six Nations Championship itself. Also, the Rugby Europe Championship as well. Oh, and we have some very important guests too. The bigwigs of the Saracens coaching staff have just been spotted, keeping their eye on the future talent. And speaking of those very important people, take a look at that, keeping a keen eye. Well, it was mentioned by Gerard Mullin, wasn't it, that we're coming towards the end of this season and these players are playing for contracts. Some of them will be kept on in the senior academy, and with the senior academy comes opportunity to go out on loan to a club, maybe in the Championship or National One, and hopefully, if you do get to sign one of those senior academy contracts, you end up representing one of these great clubs, Harlequins or Saracens. And what an honour that is, not just for those who get to do it at a senior level, but those who get to do it at this level, in the under-18s. All of the Premiership teams with academies and regional academies as well, with some parts of the United Kingdom, some parts of England not represented by Premiership clubs now. So we have the Midlands Central Academy and London South Central, replacing the clubs that were once there in Premiership Rugby. But two clubs that are absolutely still there are Saracens and Harlequins. So here come the visitors. Harlequins out in the famous quarters. The last time that a lot of these players will have the opportunity to face off in a derby like this. And no matter what they say, rugby players these days very pragmatic, aren't they? They talk about processes and groups and all of those buzzwords. But ultimately, these games mean more. These derby games, these opportunities at under-18s level. Of course, all of these players coming from schools in the catchment area, clubs in the catchment area, are getting to play representative rugby for one of the most historic clubs, the most historic badges in this great game that we all love. These are moments that they should cherish, and all they can hope is that they leave it all out on the pitch. So just a reminder, while we wait for Saracens, Harlequins line up: Jamie Miller, Jimmy Staples, Ollie Streeter in the front row, Jack O'Kelly, Nathan Ventham 4 and 5, Milo Rayner Parkin, Ashton Graham and Tate Williams 6, 7, 8, Sam Lyne, Felix Bateman Champagne 9, 10, Zuko Robb 11, Ed Tussler 12, Morgan Purnell 13, Elliot Southworth 14 and Ben Webb 15. And here come the home team, led by the captain Teo Ademadeli. And a reminder of their starting lineup 2. Josh Twig, Lewis Young, Finn Bloomer 1, 2, 3. Charlie Barker 4. Teo Adegmadile at 5. Zach Johnson 6. Charlie West 7. Gabriel Knott 8. Asa Stuart Harris 9. Alex Nagel 10. Charlie Griffin 11. Angus Hall, the co-captain 12. Fraser Rawlins 13. Jack Bracken 14. Finn Newton 15. And then the number soup of the replacements. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. Referee in charge. I've just been informed that he hasn't unmuted his microphone, so fingers crossed somebody can hear this and get a message to him. Although he does seem to have a trendy Bluetooth earpiece on, so maybe he's driving an Uber home. Saracens versus Harlequins, Premiership Rugby Under-18 Academy. We're underway at the StoneX, and Harlequins have managed to claim the kickoff, so they'll have the first attack in the famous quarters. Saracens in the black jerseys, that's had so much success here over the years. A great early opportunity here for Quins to go for the corner, and the cover tackle comes across. Finn Newton makes it, and Saracens are going to have to exit from their own 22. Good positive start from the visitors. Lewis Young. Oh, it's loose ball and Quins have got it back. This not a confident start from Saracens at all. The exact opposite here for Harlequins. Sam Lyne gets his hands on the ball and positive carry. This is brilliant work by these big men of Saracens though, but they were offside, so this will be a penalty to Harlequins. At the moment, certainly in the first minute or so, so we've had first line out and the first scrub in the first 90 seconds. Twig, Young, Bloomer against Miller, Staples and Streeter. Sam Lyne feeds it. Solid scrub from both sides. Now Tussler out of the back, bit of width on this, and good rush defence from Quins, and Southworth, lovely footwork from him. Quins go back the other way. Tate Williams with the carry. So playing the 9, referee says no, so Ashton Graham in the head guard puts his head down. And another positive carry. Quins 2 metres short, looking for the opening score of the game. Good strength from Rayner Parkin, can't quite reach, but Quins keep coming. Still short, says the referee. Now a dart for the post protector and a score. Brilliant start from Harlequins in the derby. 2.5 minutes. Saracens yet to touch the ball, and Quins lead by 5 points to 0. Well, what a start to the game by Harlequins. First claiming the kickoff, then forcing the penalty from the line out. And their first venture into the 22 is going to yield 7 points. The easiest of conversions, slotted through the uprights by Ben Webb. 3 minutes gone here at the StoneX. Saracens 0, Harlequins 7. Let's take a look at the replay here. It was brilliant work from Quins, winning those gain line battles and then just using that post protector to protect the tackler. Really smart work. But now Saracens have done exactly to Quins what Quins did to them, and Lewis Young bullying his way over the gain line. Adegmadile. First opportunity for Saracens to come back. An arcing run by Angus Hall. Both of the leaders, one in the forwards, one in the backs, getting early touches on the ball. Zach Johnson with another good carry. Saracens looking quite fluid. Oh, good offload. Suggestion it was forward. Referee says no. And Gabriel Knott takes Saracens into the 22. Adeg Demile. Another good carry from him. Here's Charlie Barker. He's made a great impression. An impression that's got him pulled up into the England under-18s group. Big enforcing second row. Harlequins looking for a turnover but conceding a penalty. Finn Newton with the line, and Quinn's missing some tackles, and Saracens taking advantage. Oh, agonisingly close, and a little snipe is held up short. And Saracens strike straight back. What a game we have on our hands here. Both tries coming from short range, both tries coming from front rowers. And with less than 5 minutes gone, Saracens 5, Harlequins 7. This was really nice, wasn't it, from Stuart Harris. Just keeping the momentum high. And then Finn Bloomer. Another one for the front row union. Angus Hall. A Judd pupil when he's not wearing the black and red of Saracens. This one to level the scores. That conversion won't be making the highlights reel, but the try has reduced the arrears. Saracens 5, Harlequins 7. Let's take another look at this. Saracens players looking so comfortable in the carry. Then when the gap did appear, they took full advantage of it. Finn Bloomer getting the first points of the day for Saracens. Quinn's challenging and winning the ball. That's 3 restarts. 3 times the team that have kicked the ball have got their hands on it, but that time it did go forward. Quinn's trying to put a squeeze on the scrum time, and there could be numbers here for Saracens. Oh, it opens up, and the sweeper defender's called into action. Brilliant pace from Charlie Griffin. Charlie Griffin all the way. Sensational first phase score. Sensational gas, and Saracens lead for the first time. Oh my goodness, what a finish. Saracens there just put an extra man on the short side to try and create that defensive overload. We pick it up, there's still so much work to do. There was a sweeper defender back, but he cut inside, left him for dead. It was a brave chase to force Charlie Griffin wide, but that is a special try on Derby Day for the Harrow man. Angus Hall has had practice at one of these already. Still reeling from that brilliant Charlie Griffin finish. Much better strike, much better result. Beautiful kick from Angus Hall. And Saracens lead by 12 points to 7. Well, that's been knocked on from the restart, and that's one area of Saracens' game they will look to improve. But Harlequins, their kick chase from the restart has been exemplary. And here they are, tiptoeing around the 22. They've got a penalty advantage as well, so a little nudge over the top. There's a bit of space there, but it's taken well by Stuart Harris, who calls the mark. And we'll go back for the penalty. So from the penalty, Harlequins, in typical Harlequins fashion, turn down the opportunity for 3 points and send it to the corner. Less than 10 minutes gone, 3 tries already. Just a reminder, if you're watching Academy Rugby for the first time, 35-minute halves. And our clock is pretty accurate, but it's not linked in with the referee's watch, so if it's a close one and the clock goes red, don't get too excited. There might be some meat left on the bone. Now, first look at the maul here, really, for Quins, and they go up the blind side, but they're flirting with that touchline, and this time they lose the battle. Good defence there from Saracens, just managing the risk. And there's never enough space for Jimmy Staples or Lewis Young or any of those hookers, as they think there is. Here is Young, goes to the back. Oh, it's a risky ball and it's well taken, really well executed. Oh, here we go, it's been knocked on. But both of these teams in true end of season style, playing with jouet. Fabulous hands, but not a particularly sympathetic pass inside the 22, and this has given Quins a fantastic opportunity to get the try that would level the scores. So Elliot Southworth is holding the width on the right hand side. There's that pocket of 3 potential first receivers for Quins. First things first though, they've got to get the scrum right. Ben Webb loitering with intent just behind that pocket of 3 too. There's a great opportunity for a launch play. We've seen one sensational first phase scrummage try finished by Charlie Griffin, although finish doesn't really do it justice because he was well inside his own half. In it comes then from Sam Line. Has a little dummy and goes himself, Sam Line. Oh, he's held up. Another brilliant bit of defence. And that was the number 8. Gabriel Knott manages to get under Sam Line, the Battersea Ironside. And we are back underway. Chance has gone for Quins, but they're back on the ball. Nice balance running there from Ben Webb to put Tate Williams into space. Williams into the 22. Chance for Quins to go through the phases. Sam Line, Bateman Champagne out the back. That one goes, another little dummy. Using Jack O'Kelly to try and create some space. Bateman Champagne at the short side. Quins go. Well, he gets past the first man, but there was a second man there ready to make the tackle. Harlequins very narrow at the moment. Plenty of big men offering themselves for the carry. Ed Tussler. Oh, another half a gap there. It's a little bit lackadaisical from Saracens. But again, once they've built that black wall, it is very difficult to break through. There is a player down here, so referee might have to draw play to a close. In fact, Saracens have turned it over, so play will continue, particularly if they decide to clear it upfield. No, Quins have managed to get this one back. Wasn't quite on there. And as Harlequins look to dab in behind, ball's gone forward. And we'll restart with a scrum. 14 minutes gone. Saracens 12. Sale 7. Sale? Saracens. Harlequins. Definitely not Sale. So in the interests of keeping things honest with you, very warm welcome wherever you're watching around the world. Great to have your company. And I know we do have a global audience as well, but we've been desperately WhatsApping, trying to get water carriers to get the message to the referee that he's muted his microphone and needs to unmute it. He's got all that tape sticking things to his face and we can't hear him. I'll go down there myself in the second half, but I wouldn't want to leave you without any company. But an excellent game so far. Just started to settle into a rhythm after a great start by Harlequins. They kicked the game off, got the ball back straight away, then went under the post, but Saracens responded brilliantly to going behind. Got 2 tries in quick succession. Feels like we've been playing longer than 15 minutes as Quins look to put the squeeze on at scrum time, but the free kick goes Saracens' way. And despite the location of this scrum, just outside the Saracens 22, Harlequins will be on red alert. After what happened last time, watch out for Charlie Griffin. Seen his pace, but he is also a big unit of a winger wearing 11. It's being marked by Elliot Southworth on the right-hand side for Quins. He's at Hartbury College. And a good scrum from Quins, but away comes Gabriel Knott. Big bump from him. We have seen some big physical carrying from some of these Saracens boys. Lewis Young and Adeg Demile, Gabriel Knott as well. I'd love to be able to hear this conversation. It's just a little switch. It's in your pocket. Go on, it's a switch on the top. Fingers crossed he gets a switch on and turns it on, gets a sprint on and switches it on by accident. Referee switching sides to have a look. The 2 props over there. Ollie Streeter for Harlequins. Not happy with Josh Twigg. Ollie Streeter, Haywards Heath RFC and Gordon's. Josh Twigg of St George's. And what I love about props is whenever they pop up, they're always quick to point at their opposite. Yep, it's his fault, sir. Definitely not my fault. Just looking at Ollie Streeter there. He's had a really good season on the tight head side for Quins Academy. Tall for a tight head, though. Look at that disparity in the height of the 3 front rowers in the famous quarters today. Sam Line feeds. Bateman Champagne waits. Told to play it, so Tate Williams does find the scrum half. Oh, that looked forward, but definitely forward from the knock on. And now Saracens with transition ball looking dangerous. Oh, that's a great pass. Finn Newton back inside, and it's knocked on by Jack Bracken. After some very exciting handling from this young Saracens backline. God, that was a tasty ball in behind the defender. And this back three of Newton, Bracken and Griffin. Let's take another look at this. Seeing where the space is, isolating the defender and giving him no chance at all. And then Newton backing himself around the outside, and Jack Bracken desperately unlucky. But again, a warning for Harlequins about the danger that Saracens pose when they can run from deep. 20th minute of the game. 35-minute first half. Harlequins again. Oh, they've transpired to lose that. Jimmy Staples missing the hook, and now Fraser Rawlins can attack. One of those anomalies. Harlequins certainly winning the physicality at scrum time, but just forgetting the nuts and bolts. That one sent cross field. Charlie Griffin, he's got Lewis Young outside him. Wins the collision, takes Saracens into the 22. Stuart Harris, that's a loose ball, but they've managed to get away with that. And another fumble by Josh Twigg. Nagel finds Rawlins. Rawlins shifts it on one more. Just a real confidence about this Saracens team. And as Quins miss tackles, Saracens miss the ball. Finn Newton butterfingered, and Harlequins survive. Well, after an explosive start, we've not had a score for a little while. "21 minutes gone. Few handling errors, few scrums. Saracens will have certainly got confidence from turning that one against the head. Great challenge from Lewis Young on Jimmy Staples. And as often happens on the pitch here at the StoneX, we get players going down grabbing their ankles as the studs get caught in the synthetic turf. Certainly don't get that at the Stoop, do you? As I've already said, very warm welcome to you all. Great to have you here. Particular hello to the Harlequins fans who didn't decide to visit the StoneX today. Who can blame you? Do you know what? Next time there's a stop in play like this, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to go see the ref. I'm going to do it. Make no mistake. Or at least go and chat to his AR. I think Harlequins are going to make a change here. It's Tate Williams down with his ankle. And Adam Beanie is already making his way on. Can see him trotting into the 22 there, Beanie. Gordon's pupil, Effingham and Leatherhead Rugby Club, and he'll slot straight into the back row. Wearing number 20 today. One score game. Harlequins put in after Saracens coughed it up inside the Quins 22. Better scrum this time, better feed, and it will come back the way it was intended to. Sam Line digs. Well, Quins are going to try and play inside their own 22 here, but Ben Webb has to check back in. Does well, but there are Saracens players over the ball here. And they've turned it over. Great work from the home team, and then again, Lewis Young coughs it up. There's a lot of rain here yesterday. I wonder if there's still bit of residual on the surface. Does make it greasy on the synthetic turf. And the home team go for the corner. 3 points on offer. the under-18s definitely stylistically different to the first team in that sense. Here's Lewis Young, 6 in the line out. Not contested by Quins, they go straight to the maul. Keep your eye on the number 2, the Sutton Valence man, as this starts to move forward. Tucked in under the left arm of Lewis Young, moving towards the try line. This almost an identical position to where they got the first try from, but it's been knocked on. Oh, that is a big chance for Saracens to extend the lead. They backed themselves to the corner and did so much right, but even at under-18s level, that is a big mistake. Great chance on your opponent's line and knocked on in the act of trying to ground the ball. So there's a few chances gone begging now for Saracens, a couple for Quins as well, and a few journeys into the 22. Often happens though, doesn't it? Especially when games get off to such a frantic start. 3 tries in the opening 15 minutes. Well, gift-wrap territory here for Saracens. Free kick at scrum time. Training ground move. Don't make any meters, but do bring it back towards the post through Lewis Young. Charlie Barker adds his ample weight. Adeg Demile. He's going to have a go now. In fact, he's going to tip it just to try and move that point of inertia. Counter-ruck comes in, but might open it up here for the big lock forward. Oh, he stopped very close. Now around the corner comes Saracens. It's grounded. It is a 3rd try. Saracens increase the lead, a 10-pointer now. The mistakes costing both teams at both ends as Josh Twigg gets his name on the score sheet. Saracens just winning the race around the corner. Quins did well to defend that phase, but didn't have time to reset. Josh Twigg confidently towards the defenders. And the St George's loose head gets Saracens' 3rd try. Angus Hall, 1 from 2 so far. The wind has just picked up. The referee's checked his watch, can't be long on the shot clock. It's a beautiful strike though. Lovely kick. That first one, obviously just an anomaly. Saracens 19, Harlequins 7. Left-footed restart. Plenty of hang time on this. The chase really good, but the take not equal to it. And that is something that Quins have done brilliantly in this half. I mean, unfortunately for them, there have been more restarts than they'd have liked. However, the chase has been good. Saracens that time through the captain, Adeg Demile, unable to deal with it. So Quins setting up. They've got Bateman Champagne in that hole behind the scrum. Options both ways. Southworth again on the right hand side. The rest stacked to the left. 5 minutes to go then until half-time. Harlequins need a score. Tate Williams picks it up from the base. There's line. Bateman Champagne looking for the kick on first phase, and Quins lucky to get it back. Great physicality though from Angus Hall. Saracens all over this ball. They're going to turn it over, because no way is it going to ground. Still moving forward for Quins, but this just delaying the inevitable. Sam Line getting swallowed up by Saracens defenders, and the men in black are going to turn this one over. Just got stranded upright, didn't he, Sam Line? Straight away. Saracens just flooding around. And then as soon as it goes to ground, because it's a maul, they don't have to get out of the way. And as a result, Saracens ball. Lack of patience from Harlequins, isn't it? Looking for that kick in behind. Off the first phase. In a congested area of the pitch. In from Stuart Harris. Quins going forward, but illegally, says the referee. Again, I would love to tell you what the decision was for, but the man doesn't know the difference between on and off. Oh, terrible kick. That's ended up further away from the touchline than when it started, so Harlequins can try and build something. Again, they've gone to the boot early. And that's overcooked and taken by Finn Newton. Good footwork again from the fullback. Confident young player. Oh, now some gas again. This time it's Jack Bracken. Lovely offload by Bracken. Forward once, forward twice. Quins escape again. Both wingers on the edge look real live wires for Saracens. Angus Hall feeding Jack Bracken. I mean, this was a forward pass. Stuart Harris knocked it on. Counter-attack wise, Saracens looking very dangerous. A few minutes to go till half-time. Seems like a long time since Harlequins took the lead. This swirling breeze picking up as the half has progressed. Looks forward, is forward. Oh. He's right in line with it, the referee. And I don't think there can be too many complaints from a Harlequins perspective. Oh, it's a messy scrum, but it is playable. And Angus Hall can run into the 22. The offload is good, it sticks as well. Great hands by Stuart Harris. And is there a fourth try before half-time for the home team? Gabriel Knott barrels forward. This is a part of the pitch where Saracens have had a lot of joy. Harlequins have managed to slow it down, but they've not managed to turn it over. Lewis Young. Oh, another dive for the line. It's athletic, but it is short. But it is very, very close. Quins managing to dive in the spokes. And again, but it is millimetre close. I mean, there's a boot offside there. Quinn's getting away with one. Can they manage to get under the ball? Penalty advantage. That offside has been spotted. Back against the grain goes Griffin. There is try number 4, Adegdemile. He has been there or thereabouts every time the ball has been around there, constantly offering himself, and this time he's rewarded with a 5-pointer just before half time. And as our clock goes red, we'll take another look at this. Try number 4. Good patience from Saracens. And eventually, too many players too close to the ball for Quins, and there is a big space for a big man. He is certainly one of those. Saracens at 24, Harlequins 7. Angus Hall. Well, he really is kicking well today, isn't he? 26-7, 3 out of 4 for Hall. Waiting for a rugby ball, now we've got 2. Oh, there's a front rower here. What's this going to be like? Oh, lovely little nudge. I was expecting a big spiral there from Lewis Young. Alas, another high-hanging restart, another good chase. Another ball that ends up back in the hands of Harlequins. Tate Williams into the 22. Penalty advantage for Quins just as we come through to half-time. Can they get something from it? Interesting, the referee has decided to blow up before we saw that ball hit the deck. Going to nudge to the corner. Now they're into the 22, Harlequins, and the only time they've really shown patience, yielded a try right at the start of the game. Since then, they've gone a little bit early. I think that is largely in part to the physicality of the defence of this Saracens team. Jimmy Staples, first job, find the man. Oh, he's overthrown it. And Zach Johnson's there. He's had a couple of big carries, and there's another one for Zach Johnson. And Harlequins very much their own worst enemy, and they could be short here. There are numbers for Saracens. But Fraser Rawlins sticks hold. Well, in fact, he's not held at all, and that's a brilliant exit from the Haileybury man. Oh, good tackle on Charlie Barker. Nagel. Oh, another lovely pass around the back. That swinging ball just completely takes the defender out of it, but it's knocked on, and that takes us through to half-time, and a half that started well for Harlequins, but since then has belonged to Saracens. 26 unanswered points, and at the moment the hosts lead. Tries from short range, but some really exciting play from deep for both sides. The Saracens very much in charge here. I'm going to leave you with the highlights of this first half while I go and teach the referee how to unmute the microphone. It is Saracens under 18s 26, Harlequins under 18s 7.
Thanks for running commentary, by the way. The bits I didn't understand, you were kind of... Yeah. Good half, though. Good half.
on top. They're winning the collisions like picking goals. And it's the most manly time when you're there, all picking up. 3 men over. All we should have done is just gone on there and then just spun it straight out wide with the job in.
So many times saying that. Why aren't the coaches saying that? Why don't they?
It's literally the ball thing, and they're all there, and that's it. You don't listen to the scrum master. Go, stupid in itself.
And does this ref seem slow to you setting up the scrum? It seems slow to me. It's like that crouch behind it.
Oh, they take ages with the balls.
But in the international, that's done in like 3 to 5 seconds.
It all depends.
They're going crouch.
What they say at this stage is they want it completely secure for safety reasons. That's what they say. Even as a coach, you couldn't turn around and say, speaking or a player, speaking of safety
It
first.
seems quite slow compared to.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I think there should be a bit more crouch.
So you know exactly the rhythms of the props themselves. It's so hard for the props are holding the whole weight of the scrum when they bind on their arms. Each with their holding back, and then they go in. It's hard for the front rowers, and then you get done for an early engage, and everyone goes, free kick. Whereas you're waiting for them to say, like you said, that horse is too long. You're literally waiting.
Yeah, it's like on your mark.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's true.
Go.
Yeah. Good though. Well on top.
We went to the coach chit chat on Monday, and the coaches were saying, right, this is how Harlequins play, bring the ball around, doing this and don't, you've got to respect that. And this is how we want you to play. You got Jack on the wing and Charlie and all that, and spin it out,
Wide. Use it wide the whole time.
Right, we're not. It's not.
No, keep it too tight. Should be 4 or 5 tries.
We train all this stuff and pretend that we're passing it around, and when it comes to match day, we never get to that. Whereas Harlequins, again, like Bristol Bears, we're spinning it out.
Just been a couple of days. I know one of the guys who used to work here. His son's plays one for these guys. He said they played a terrible season. One match. I think they lost to Bristol Bears to this score 20-something last weekend. We said they lost it last year. It's one game. So really? Dying of it this year. Just
goes in cycles, doesn't it? This is the thing.
bad backs.
I'm looking forward to next year. Next year, that's a hell of a team.
I don't think the size of the backs, they're enormous.
Always inside. Take the edge. Guys, on your front man. Take your step. Scrum advantage.
But it turns out there is time to fix the ref mic at half time, but there's no time to go to the bathroom.
All right, let's go. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Quinn's ball at scrum time. And that is a much more confident exit. Lovely left boot, but look at this. Saracens come into play. Fraser Rawlins keeps them moving. Dummy thrown by Jack Bracken. And Sarries have it in midfield. Adegma Daly, try scorer late in the first half, getting up over the gain line there. Little nudge in behind. Jack Bracken's going to chase his own kick. Can't gather it. Zuko Rob does very well, wearing 14. Serious pace over there with the two right wingers. Get to really see the Quins boys express themselves out wide though.
Tackle and no release. Tackle was completed. 9 black. Put Saracens on the 22. Take the 22. Numbers. 5 calls. On the line.
Nice ball off the top from Nathan Ventham. Oh, that's a big tackle though. The back rower, Zach Johnson, involved. Meeting the man and driving him a metre or so back. Saracens defending confidently, but a big clear out. A little bit too big, and Sam Lyon has to work hard. Good offloading. Tate Williams on the end of it. Harlequins coming round the corner. A little bit passive there from Charlie West. Just waiting for it to hit the deck.
Take a step.
So he can go for that turnover, but now Sam Lyon off the pitch, replaced by Tom Maslin at half-time. Maslin sends it forwards, taken by Finn Newton. Now Newton up towards halfway. Stuart Harris keeps things moving, and then Nagel. Now Rawlins loves that arcing run. There's Rawlins, off the wing is Charlie Griffin, and now another nudge in behind, but overcooked. We'll go back to the 22. Bit of a rush of blood from a few of the players in great positions, haven't they been?
Take a step.
They've perhaps gone to the boot a bit quickly. Looking for that highlights reel try in front of the cameras. The scoreline of 26 points to 7, Saracens probably have bought themselves the right to do that. Zach Johnson is down. Well, he was down, waiting for some attention. He's back up.
Quickly, please. We also have to come off of this.
Just a reminder to you, if you're joining us for the first time, that all of the Harlequins Under-18 Academy games, home and away,
Time on.
are live streamed. Something that the club pride themselves on, and also the Women's Premiership Rugby games that aren't broadcast on TNT will be live streamed
Not straight.
from the stoop
Options
as
give us
well.
one more line.
So always opportunities to watch rugby. And the men's first team, it's sold out against Munster
Okay, time off.
next Friday. So if you haven't been lucky enough to get a ticket, you can watch the game on the live stream.
coming
It'll
up?
be great to have your company for that one as well. Changes in the back line for Harlequins. Rory Minton and Isaac Manuel coming on. Minton of Seaford College, Chichester RFC. Manuel,
Thank you.
Eton College,
Right. Time on.
Plays his home rugby at Roslin Park. An error at line-out time by Quins gives Saracens this attacking opportunity.
Crouch!
Charlie Griffin
Bye!
holding Quins honest over
Set.
on the left-hand side. Other than that, they're lined up to
Hold the
receive.
shove,
Big
Quins.
squeeze by Quins. They're told to hold the shove. They are scrum dominant, that is for sure. Oh, Griffin off his wing, lovely offload to Jack Bracken. Bracken steps inside, Bracken gets away. Jack Bracken scores a brilliant try for Saracens. Oh, that's a wonderful finish in real traffic there from Jack Bracken. Ably assisted by Charlie Griffin, who would come all the way off the left wing to get his hands on the ball and fix Quins' defenders, but with very little room to work with. Jack Bracken steps and takes up, what, 3-4 defenders? Let's have a look at this on the replay. Big arcing carry. Ball like a loaf of bread in the right hand. Then 1, 2, 3 defenders, 4 defenders taken out. Jack Bracken with a fantastic finish. In these instances, it's important to point out the skill level, because that is a great finish, but from a defensive perspective, somebody has to make that tackle. You can't take out 3 men with 1 sidestep. Another successful conversion by Angus Hall. After that initial disappointer, he really does have his kicking boots with him. So yeah, there's the offload. And the first person, you can understand him overcommitting. The second, shouldn't. The third, definitely not. Credit where it's due. That is some finish by Jack Bracken. And some try by Saracens. 33-7, 5 tries to 1.
Take a step.
As the afternoon sun starts to set and casts a shadow over a third of this Saracens pitch. Unfortunately, for all of us here in the crowd, it is the third that we're all sat in. It's getting a bit chilly
Leave
here.
it one. That's the advantage.
At the moment, it's only Saracens who are playing any kind of
3
rugby to
above
warm us up.
sternum. 3.
Quins trying to keep things moving here with the tap penalty. The penalty given for a tackle above the sternum. Something that these under-18s players are going to have to be very aware of, and have had to be very aware of throughout the season.
Release
The fact
2!
that's the first one that's been penalised today tells us that tackle technique is bang on from both of these teams at this level.
Lost forward.
Firstly, as you'd expect it to be. Secondly, huge credit to the players who managed to adapt.
Let's go. Crouch. Bye. Set.
And it comes from Stuart Harris. Original scrum half still on. Quins have made the change. That's Nagel trying to create some space, and then a nudge
Stop,
in behind
7-7.
by Finn
Well done.
Newton. A race to the ball here, but the dead ball line is going to win it.
Do you want the scrum?
Quins will go back for
Yeah?
the scrum.
Okay, scrum take.
Something they've been unable to do, the Harlequins,
7
is
was.
create opportunities
Oh,
to
where am I going?
play the game in the right areas of the pitch. The Saracens have been able to do it a couple of ways, mainly just by having a
time
very
off.
effective running game. But the physicality of this game starting to take its toll. We've had the medical staff called to attention, and number of times. This time it's Jamie Miller.
Great. Be quiet. Water off, please.
Given the pace the game's being played at, I'm sure these breaks are welcome respite for the two teams out there.
Middle's here. Yeah. Thank you.
So Tom Maslin, ball in hand now, the replacement scrum half for Harlequins.
Crouch!
Coming in for Sam Lyne.
Bye! Set.
Another good scrum from
Wait.
the home team. Slightly mistimed attacking run, but that inside ball, a good one. Isaac Manuel
First man.
with his first touch, but he's turned over. The Saracens have it again. They really smell blood here. The home team, Fraser Rawlins. Oh, good tackle on Rawlins. Can't quite find the touchline there. And Zach Johnson. Zach Johnson stood up well. Stood up really well. And Quins might have
Tackle
pinched
release!
this. Oh, tackle release, but it was ripped.
Well, strip first.
Great strength by Tate Williams, but he's being driven backwards. How about this by Stuart Harris, the
No
scrum
hands,
half?
Terry's.
The Harlequins need to exit, but have
Take
done
a
very
step.
well to turn that ball over.
Yes, please, 9.
Tom Maslin shapes and finds a safe touch. The Harlequins looking to make another replacement here. Conor Van Leal, the Brighton Blue of Newman College, going to come into the front row. And Saracens making a change as well. Frank Kitchen of the Judd.
Someone come off, yeah.
He's going to come straight in and try and nail a line out.
Time is
Lewis
on.
Young replaced. And both players leaving the field getting a warm round of applause from the couple of hundred who are in the stand here to enjoy this one. That's not the ball that was meant to, but the American football pass by Zach Johnson sends Charlie West into the contact zone. Angus Hall again, lovely looping ball over the top to try and make some space. The wingers linking up so well. Finn Newton and Charlie Griffin that time. But the touchline never misses a tackle, does it? Look at that ball from Hall.
How many?
Just invites Charlie Griffin
How many?
in.
5. 5.
Ollie Streeter still out there, he's giving the line out instructions. More players down. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Great to have your company for this one. A London derby, as you can see from the scoreboard. Saracens very much in charge of this academy fixture. But you're joining us on the Harlequin social media channels, whether you're watching on YouTube or TikTok. Excellent, great. Welcome to the team. Really pleased to have you with us as we come towards the end of the Under-18s Academy season. It's been great to bring you every single game live streamed.
In 5.
And huge credit to the club and the team at Harlequins to make sure that you all get the opportunity
Off the leg 1.
to watch this next generation of great players for these two proud clubs. So making its way towards the touchline again. Saracens making the exit. An absolute
Ball's
nightmare
available.
for Harlequins, but the ball is available.
Track now,
Another phase comes up.
Tackle release! Track!
Heavy contact, heavy collisions.
Hold!
Again, Quins can exit, but to only just outside the 22.
Take the line.
Reinforcements coming on for Saracens here. Rowan Burke
Okay. Time off.
and Aman Ogasanya, Ipswich School and Sir Joseph Williamson's respectively.
Time on.
This is Frank Kitchen delivering lovely line-out ball, and now the maul can go to work. There's Kitchen at the back, just being guided. An important hand just keeping him a part of this maul.
4. Release, Quins!
And now he breaks away. It's all quite narrow here for Saracens, not a lot of options left, so instead they go right, looking for that multiple playmaker attack. Angus Hall's come in and done a really good job at second receiver for them today. Crash ball, Josh Twigg, first half try scorer. Adam Beanie making a good tackle. Oh, Hall once more. Here's Fraser Rawlins arcing round the outside. Oh, a huge bump and a great try. Fraser Rawlins. Pace, power and points. And it is all Saracens at the moment. Harlequins just cannot get out of their 22. And eventually, it is going to tell on the scoreboard, which it has. This is some finish by Fraser Rawlins. There's a lot of work to do when he gets it. This bump here, it was all he could do, because if he steps outside he gets ushered into touch. If he steps inside he loses momentum and gets tackled, so he thinks, I can win this collision. And that is what he does. Look at Jack Bracken playing the ball in midfield. Big bang there. And that is a great try and a great finish by that man. The Haileybury 13. 38 points to 7. And the score remains 38 points to 7. 18 minutes to go. 38 unanswered points for Saracens. Just take another look at this. Stuart Harris to Nagel. Out then to Jack Bracken. And one thing the two Saracens wingers have done really well, both Bracken and Griffin, is come and add themselves to the midfield, use their skill set, use their physicality. Quins have managed to pick this ball up again. Oh, it's been knocked on. And that's been the story of the day for Harlequins. Restart the game, win the initial battle, get the ball back, and then just run out of patience quickly. Make the error. And let Saracens off the hook.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold the shove!
Well, Quinn's told to hold the shove because you can only drive for a metre at under 18s. And that's probably just as well for Saracens because they're getting dominated, but it's about the only area of the game they are getting dominated in. That is an excellent tackle by Rory Minton on Leo Elder. Proper contest between both men.
Mark it.
And then after making that tackle, Rory Minton chases that kick back and he'll feel as though he's been rewarded because Leo Elder has absolutely targeted him there. That was a proper coming together. Watch this, Elder hits his straps. Really good gas from the Saracens man. Steps back in. Great work. Really brave from both players, but technically excellent from Rory Minton. Chichester man. Now Quins with a good attacking position, options both sides, scrums right in the middle of the pitch. So a cluster of two potential receivers straight behind the scrum.
Bind!
Then two players both ways.
Set!
Finally, Harlequins get the reward at scrum time, and Tom Maslin wants to go quickly. Morgan Purnell
Release, Sarries. No!
Saracens called off it. Quinn's queuing up to carry, and it's Tate Williams in midfield. Again, all the players narrow. There's nobody out on the left edge here. Harlequins are playing with a penalty advantage. Go back for that penalty. Is good line speed from Saracens. Gets in the eye line of Quinn's, and the ball goes forward.
One black, roll clear. How many?
Excellent kick to the corner. 15 minutes to go. Best chance of the half for Quins, perhaps first chance of the half for Quins. And that is the first job done. Jimmy Staples gets in at the back there.
Once, don't change.
And now his pack start to go to work for him. Jimmy Staples, but then it breaks up and Staples has to go to ground. It's a good tackle by Rowan Burke.
17,
another penalty.
swimming, changing his mind. 17, change
That's
his
three
mind.
penalties given away in quick succession for Saracens, maybe in the last 60, 90 seconds. It'll be something our referee will be keeping an eye on. Jimmy Staples can go again. Another good take. Quins try and give themselves a little bit more space this time. Crash ball, 2 meters short. Good pace on this. This time it's Saracens' turn to defend. In close, in tight, Quins over. Oh no, just short. Momentum not on their side, but this time it does stick. Finally some patience, finally a try to celebrate. Pennell goes over. Quins under the post for their second of the game. Conversion taken quickly and successful. Quins keen to play. 38-14.
When you're ready.
And I like this from Quins.
Time off.
So often in this environment we see a pick and a go and a pick and a go, but oh, that was very close, wasn't it? But Tom Maslin kept it moving, and Morgan Purnell runs a good line and goes in unopposed. Both the tries today, the post protector has very much been the friend. 8 tries scored, just like they were in the Saracens versus Harlequins women's game yesterday. That one a little bit closer on the scoreboard. There's a delay in play because there is a prone Saracen, but he sat upright. Both of his feet are pointing in the right direction. In fact, it's a prone Harlequin.
He's fine.
But he's ready to continue. So we're going to play on. It is a tough game. And one thing it has been is physical. There are a lot of people with opinions on synthetic surfaces, but what they do give you, especially on days like today, are fast and physical games of rugby. And that is what this has been. Oh, that's desperately unlucky. Rafa Verona Blackstad getting the first touch. And now Rory Minton beginning the process of exiting for Harlequins, who are going to try and run it from inside their own 22. It's always a gamble. Tate Williams out there in a slightly wider channel. Oh, lovely offload. That is absolutely glorious. Great hands. And then the kick in field. Needs a bounce, but instead it bounces up to Jack Bracken, who's deadly against broken field. Well, he's going to chase his own kick. Where's this going to bounce? Oh, what a try. Oh, Jack Bracken takes the gamble. Charlie Griffin finishes it off, and Saracens Well, playing a lot more like Quins than Quins today. And the two wingers, Jack Bracken and Charlie Griffin, have been exceptional. And as soon as that kick went infield, and Jack Bracken just watch this here, lovely nudge in behind. Quins were favourites to win the race there, but that bouncing ball just bamboozling, and then it was a foot on it. Everyone's onside, perfectly legitimate. And sometimes when you want to play exciting, expansive rugby, you get your rewards, you get that little bit of luck, that bounce of the ball. And that was definitely the case today. Charlie Griffin gets his second try. Saracens up to 43 points.
Let's go, kicker.
Great kick. Now let's take another look at this now.
They've got it still on.
Not a lot else that Quins could have done, but Jack Bracken had enough time there to just assess the options, and that was a good one because it probed and asked the question. And Isaac Manuel, if anything, it was a little bit too quick. Still work to do by Charlie Griffin. And he managed to do that work. Saracens have received the kick-off, which makes a change. How about this for a kick? 50-22. And that is as fine as I've seen this season.
Ball is live.
Brilliant kick. And Saracens might go quickly here. Well, he's from inside his own 10-metre there, so about 30 from the try line. And he's taken Saracens to 5 or 6 metres.
Numbers, please. 5 cool.
Brilliant skill, brilliant exit. Saracens are going to start thinking about 50 points. Frank Kitchen
Ball.
finds his man.
Don't change for. Don't change.
Saracens eking closer. Alfie Marks wants to get his hands on it. Don't think he's going to get the chance.
How's the advantage?
Oh, they picked up a penalty advantage as Quins have brought that down.
No. It's over there.
Alfie Marks told to
Fine,
chill
it's
out.
legal, but then he sacks them all.
And that's always a tough one, isn't it?
5.
Because Harlequins have been told there that the bind was legal, which means they were on the ball and then sacked them all. So begging the question, why would they sack it if they were about to turn the ball over? But it is what it is. Saracens have got another great chance. Kitchen. Slightly overthrown. And a scrum advantage. Frank Kitchen makes the tackle, so we'll go back for that scrum. 8 minutes to go. Referee just confirming 5 minutes to go.
Do we have a front row? Do you have a front row? Yeah? Okay. Guys, just take a step. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Up the short side go Quins, straight to the boot. They kicked to Jack Bracken, so hold your breath. What's going to happen here? Bracken attacking space. First up tackle just slides off the ankles of the lively winger. This one for Leo Elder to try and get on, but it's overcooked, and a good mark called by Felix Bateman-Champagne.
In front.
And he was in front of the kicker.
23 in front of the kicker.
Leo Elder. He is a pocket rocket, isn't he? Here's Tate Williams. He's allowed to gallop into some space and does exactly that. Takes Quins up to
Off the
halfway.
boot.
It was off a boot. Judged to have been a Quins boot, not a Saracens boot, so it's another turnover. And Harlequins' inability to keep hold of the ball in the second half has been absolutely apparent, but that is an excellent tackle. The offload wasn't bad either. There's Charlie Barker, and here is the pace of Nagel. Important tackle, but the offloads there, they're queuing up for Saracens. Rowan Burke showing some strength, but it does slow the ball down and allow Quins to get back, and then it's been knocked on. And the chance goes.
Scrum advantage.
Just the scrum advantage. Jalen Ryan Coker on wearing number 19 for Quins, and we'll go back for the scrum. Final couple of minutes of this one.
Great.
Well, if you've enjoyed this one today,
Time off.
regardless of if you're watching on the YouTube or the TikTok, just a reminder that all the games that we have live streamed are still available. So Quins played London Scottish at the Rag on Friday night. Joe Burns kept you company for that one. If you missed the game and you'd like a glimpse at the future, plenty of young Harlequins were involved with that one, and that's available to watch on catch up as well. So go over and enjoy that one. Give us a few more numbers, you know how it is. Plenty of young Harlequins players really making waves too. England under-20s victorious over Wales under-20s on Friday. There were Harlequins players on both sides of the ball. Josh Bellamy came on and made a massive difference at outside half in white, and Johnny Green in the second row. He's a really important player for Wales under-20s. Played 80 minutes in the engine room in the win against Scotland and the defeat against England.
Crouch.
Quins players involved.
Bye.
Scotland as well. Ludo Collade,
Through the mark.
former junior academy player in the under-18s, now senior academy, playing at Bath University. Carrying an injury at the moment, so not made his Scotland debut yet. Right then, can Quins finish with a flourish? They just might. Oh, it felt like that ball had to go, but that's great strength from Manuel to win that collision. The inside ball, and Quins would probably be under the post. That is an excellent tackle. Ooh. And that is some feet above the head. However, it's another turnover for Saracens, and the tackle's getting a bit tasty in the last couple of minutes.
Play penalty advantage.
Just confirmation that that tackle did go a little bit beyond the acceptable. So Saracens with the penalty advantage. And as they have done throughout these 70 minutes, they're going to try and play as Jack Bracken bursts through. Tackle missed on Bracken, who's going to go in under the post. Sia's going to cap a brilliant individual performance with a second try. Pace and strength in abundance by Jack Bracken. He scored 2 absolute blinders today. It takes Saracens up to 50. And caps what has been an excellent personal performance from him and team performance from the hosts. Look where he picks it up here. In his own half. Again, that bullet step off the right boot. He's about to pass that ball, but had the wherewithal to realise that Alfie Marks was in front of him. Powers through the tackle, then can find a second burst of pace. Jack Bracken puts a cherry on top of a black and red cake. Full time, and it's a London derby that very much belongs to Saracens. 52-14 the full time score, and the bragging rights belong to the men in black and red. Thank you very much for joining us for this one. Keep an eye on the Harlequins social media for everything that is coming up. As I said, the Munster game at the Stoop is sold out. If you haven't got a ticket, make sure that you join us for that one. It'll be live streamed, of course. Harlequins as a club will be saying goodbye to Jerry Flannery against Munster as well. And there's a certain poetry to that, but this, a glimpse into the future. Plenty of talent, plenty of quality. But at the StoneX Stadium, in the sunshine, The day belongs to Saracens. They got the half century. Harlequins 14. Until we speak again, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the highlights. Goodbye.